Hello again. Hi, how are you? I hope you're well. And here I am again. Another day, another video, as promised. I want to talk to you again about, or still, about power of positive thinking. Have you ever heard the term or the quote, if you think you can, or if you think you can't, you're right? Do you know who said that? Well, a lot of people have been quoted as saying that. Henry Ford is one of them, the Ford automotive guy. But a few other people have been assigned to that quote too. However, it is true, and I don't even know how to explain this to you, but it's true. It really is. It's part of the law of attraction, but at the same time, it is the way it is. Many people, the reason they don't even try to do something is because they are convinced that they can't. Or sometimes it's also perhaps a fear of success more than the fear of failure. Some people, they really have a lot of ideas and a lot of things they want to do, but they're either afraid that they're going to fail or they're going that they're going to really succeed and then they don't know what to do with that success. Very interesting psychologically. It really is. Anyway, um, there are a lot of examples I can give you about whether you think you can or not. And whether it's the fear of failure or the fear of success, the fear is what usually paralyzes people from even taking the risk of doing anything. And I'm going to give you a personal example because I'm no different. I keep telling you that I am just like everybody else. I am not some kind of a perfect being. I just have, over the course of my life and over the course of all my reading, over the course of all my studying, I have just come to realize some things that I'm hoping to share with you. This is not a lecture. This is not something that I'm promoting for any reason other than to share with you some of my life, some of my life experience, some of the knowledge I've acquired, or the wisdom that I've actually learned from either my grandmother or from other people who I've had the extreme fortune of having in my life. And so that's really all I want to do. Anyway, so I mentioned about fear of success, fear of failure. The fear is what usually stops people from doing something. And I am one of those. So there you go. Do you know how long it took me to actually get online and publish one of these videos? A year. I have been talking to myself and motivating myself and encouraging myself for almost a year before I actually got online. Why? Why? Really, why? I don't know why. I really don't know why. Um, Possibly because I did mention to you that I had a radio show before. But the difference there was that I couldn't, nobody could see me. They could hear my voice, obviously, but they couldn't see me. And I don't know. Keep in mind, though, I'm not from this selfie generation, where they take selfies of everything, or take pictures of their dinner, take pictures of their whatever. I'm surprised sometimes they don't take pictures of, and never mind. I won't even say. Anyway, but it's true. But that's another thing too, is that I do have a question about that. So many people are so obsessed by taking photos and videos of every experience that they have, that they're so busy taking the photo or the video that they're missing the actual experience of it. Okay, well, that's it. That's all I'm going to say about that. You let me know what you think. And yes, as always, please give me some comments. Let me know what you think of what I'm talking about, or what you want me to talk about, or critique what I have said. That's fine too. I'm used to, don't forget, I was a university professor for some years, so I'm used to the interaction. While I think this is great that we, have the internet and we have all these technological opportunities, but at the same time, keep in mind that I really love interaction and the human connection. So yes, please, if you're watching a video or any of these videos, let me know what you think. Make some comments. Um, Click the like button, hopefully. But, just I'm doing these videos partly because it's an exercise for me too, to to take the risk, to put myself out there and see what happens. Like I said, that's the only way you can tell. What's going to happen is by actually doing it. You never know what's going to happen until you do it. And no, I'm not into some things. There are some things I'm quite happy not to do. I'm not into extreme sports. In fact, I'm not really into many sports or any sports, mainly because I was an absolute klutz at anything athletic when I was growing up. I was way ahead of my time with fat lip plumping because I had a fat lip so many times from the ball getting thrown at my face. But hey, that was a learning experience too. Um, I'm not really good at that, but I'm good at other things. So that's another thing too. Keep in mind that everybody has a strength and a weakness, and some weaknesses, I guess. And that's okay. You're not going to be good at everything. That's fine. You're going to make focus on what you are good at. In fact, there's a saying, energy flows where focus and attention goes. So don't focus on things that you're not very good at. Don't worry about it. Just move on and do something that you are good at, that you are passionate about. Passion is everything. Follow your bliss. These are sayings. Yes, they are sort of cliches, I guess, but at the same time, they really do, they're there to remind us that we are more than we think. And when you do have a positive mindset, you really are pretty unstoppable, whether you realize that or not. It's unfortunate that so many people put all their power and their strength outside of themselves, when we really are powerful little creator beings if we really realize that and put our minds to it. Unfortunately, well, that's time for another video actually, because I'm going to also give you some suggestions and talk about how you can create some of your own reality. And yes, it is possible. Believe me, it is possible. Anyway, I think I'm going to end this video here right now. So I did recommend an amazing book to you before, and that was Change Your Thoughts, Change Your Life. But there is another one that I can probably recommend. The Four Agreements. I've mentioned that one before too, by Don Miguel Ruiz. And those are four agreements that you can make with yourself about your own attitude, about your own, how you react to things, how you perceive things, and how you deal with those things. So that's another good one. Um, and another one that I can also recommend, and now this is three, is a book by Greg Braden, and it is called The Divine Matrix. Yes, Matrix, like the movie. And he also talks about all the connections, all the universal connections within us and from outside of us. Um, so those are three good books that you can kind of start with. They're not difficult reading, but yeah. So take care, and until the next video where I am going to, I guess, pursue this and maybe talk a little bit more about the law of attraction and what that really entails and how you can do it. Some of you, in fact, I'm going to give you a hint. I know some of you have either heard about or read or watched the movie The Secret. Well, there's a secret to the secret. So that's all I'm going to say. Okay. Take care. Have a great few days until I see you again in my next video. And I love you. Take care of yourselves. Bye.